This week we dealt with spiritual locust that is devouring the works of our hands. But as charismatics as we are, we try to spiritualize everything without taking responsibility for anything. So I want to make sure that this is a very well balanced week. I spoke to you about locust, and we prayed against locust. I told you some people can be your locust. I said problems can be your locust, etc., etc. But now I want to focus on the 7 attitudes that can serve as locust in your life. So locust is anything that eats away the fruits of your labor and eventually waste your years. Kenya is one of the topmost African countries. In fact, it has the largest economy in East Africa. In 2020, Kenya was expecting a great harvest after good rains. Suddenly, millions of locusts flew in from neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Somalia, etc. to attack Kenya. One swarm could eat what 35,000 people need in a day. In a day, locusts could devour food that 35,000 people will eat in a day. Grasslands vanished, animals starved, and over 3 million Kenyans were left hungry and hopeless. Farmers watched their crops disappear overnight. Fruitfulness turned into frustration in hours. Now you know it took 2 to 3 years for Kenya to recover fully. But as I speak to you now, there are even farmers that never recovered from the invasion of locusts. Certain people, all the years of their lives were devoured in one day because of locusts. Now, it's a reason why in Joel chapter 2 verse 25, reading from the King James Bible, the Bible said that, and I will restore to you the years that the locust had eaten. These people God was talking to were farmers. But God didn't say, I will restore to you the crops that the locusts had eaten, because locusts, they eat crops. But God didn't say that I will restore to you the crops that the locusts had eaten. But God said, I will restore to you the years the locusts had eaten. Because the works of your hands take time to build. When it is destroyed, it is not just a work that is destroyed, but your time is wasted. Are you here? But your time is wasted. You will go, even just to cook food to sell. If you wake up at dawn to prepare wache to sell, and you spend 3 hours preparing the wache, and then something happens and all gets poured into a gutter. It is not just the food that is spoiled, it is the money, the hours, the 3 hours you put in that is gone. So when the works of your hands are attacked, it is not only your work that is attacked, but your years. Your years are also attacked. Today I want to show you 7 locustic attitudes that is gradually eating your years away. I will continue this on Wednesday as part of my wisdom series this year, and I want to invite all of you. I want to share something I call the Titti-Ofei time clock. the Titti-Ofei time clock. I want to show you something. The Bible says that, teach me how to number my days so that I will be wise. One way to become wise is to know how not to waste your years. Wise people don't waste their years. I have been on this land for 25 years, and I'm thankful to God that not a single second of my time here has been wasted. And it's because of the wisdom of God. I want to teach you this on Wednesday. But today I want to just quickly teach you this. Save you communion, but it's going to carry principles that can change your life if you apply them. I do not want you only to be spiritual about this locust. You have to be smart about it. You have to take responsibility for a lot of things that are happening in your life. Are you here? So the first attitude is laziness. Laziness. Proverbs 6 verse 9. I think I'll just read verse 9. It might not get to verse 11. How long is the lazy man going to lie around? When is he ever going to get up? From the Good News Translation. I will take a shot now, he says. I will fold my hands and rest a while. But while he sleeps, poverty will attack him like an armed robber. So you see, poverty is not always spiritual. Poverty is not always spiritual. It is laziness. Now, at the heart of laziness is procrastination. The I will do it tomorrow spirit. At the heart of laziness is doing in 1 month what others took 1 week to do. At the heart of laziness is doing in 1 week what someone took 1 day to do. Just this morning, I got a very inspired thought. The Lord said, do you know you can grow University of Gold Coast to a 10,000 student university in 3 years? And this inspiration came when I was meditating on what the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams said to John Mahama in the National Thanksgiving service. He said, Mr. President, Jesus lived for only 3 years, and yet he fulfilled his mission. He said, you have only 3 years left as the president of this country. He said, within these 3 years, fulfill everything you have promised. And occurred to me that, yes, why don't you start building? Life is moving so fast. I used to achieve, my cycle of achievement used to be 5 years. I always prided myself for having 5-year plan every time at every point. Now I'm moving into 3 years. That every 3 years a cycle of achievement must come to an end and another new cycle must begin. Are you here with me? For this to happen, it will require hard work, not laziness. It will not require only prayer. Prayer, like I said, in my meditation this morning, the words of the Archbishop came to me and God gave me instructions. So you can see the spiritual aspect of it. But when God gives you the instruction, hard work begins. Hard work begins when God gives you instruction. You can't be a lazy Christian and expect to be successful. I have studied the lives of the people I grew up with. And all those who are successful today were very serious when we were growing up. And the sign of their seriousness was in what they did every day with their lives. Today, from nowhere, these men have become successful. And I am watching my friends who were lazy, who did nothing with their lives. And they are there and they are justifying their failures by saying, we were not lucky. There is nothing like luck in this world. There is grace, but grace calls you into greater responsibility. Pleasant Place is grace. University of Gold Coast is grace. Now, because God has graced me with these, I have almost become a workaholic. Because you cannot say that because everything is by grace, you have no responsibility. It is time to wake up. You see the scripture we just read? How long is the lazy man going to lie around? How long is the lazy man going to lie around? When I came to this place, I used to have a pastor. The Lord has called him home. And he had a serious confrontation with his wife. The wife came to complain to me. I was very upset. I went to confront him. When I got to his house, he said, come, follow me. Man of God, follow me. He took me to his bedroom. He showed me the portion where his wife sleeps. He said, do you know the body frame? This body, do you see a body frame on the bed? I said, yes. He said, that's my wife's body frame. He said, look at where I lie. Do you see any body frame? I said, no. He said, my wife sleeps so much that his body frame is imprinted on his bed. I'm telling you, when you go home, look at your bed. If you see your body there, know that you are this person. How long is the lazy man going to lie around? When is he ever going to get up? I will just take a short nap. He says, I will fold my hands and rest a while. But whilst he sleeps, poverty will come to him like an armed robber. If you like watch people who regularly say, I'm going to rest, I need rest, I am going to rest, I need rest, I am going to rest, I need rest, they never amount to anything. Never amount to anything. Watch lovers of sleep. Watch lovers of sleep. They never amount to anything. No matter how you pray against the spirit of poverty, if you are a lover of sleep, you will never prosper. If God gives you $1 million today and you are a lover of sleep, you will never prosper. Two things in the life of everyone who is lazy: sleep and procrastination. Sleep and procrastination. I am preaching, you are sleeping. What a lazy man. You are not only intellectually lazy, you are not only emotionally lazy, you are also spiritually lazy. So what can we do? Spirit, soul, and body. You are lazy. I am preaching, you are on WhatsApp right now, doing something that does not relate to this preaching. I will show you soon. You are senseless. Yeah. I'll show you in the Bible right now. The devil is just eating away your time because your success is a statement away from you. Do you know that book you have not read? Your success is only a paragraph inside that book. Do you know that the Bible you don't read, your success is just in a verse in that Bible? Yet because of laziness, you are unable to read. Proverbs 10:4 and 5. Being lazy will make you poor. Being lazy will make you poor. And not your father being poor will make you poor, but being lazy will make you poor. But hard work will make you rich. A sensible person gathers the crops when they are ready. It is a disgrace to sleep throughout the time of harvest. Oh yes. Are you here with me? Being lazy will make you hard. Being lazy will make you poor. Do an analysis of your financial crisis, and you will see that laziness has made you poor. I can tell you, because I have been poor before and I'm afraid to be poor again, I work very hard. Whilst we were sitting down there, Mommy whispered to me, we are on a sabbatical rest, so I don't want to see you work. I said, I booked an appointment. By 8 a.m., a group of young people are meeting me. This week, we are developing 10 new undergraduate courses. He said, what? I said, my sabbatical rest is rest for my soul, not for my body. Don't go and start yawning on your bed that daddy says sabbatical rest. Are you here with me? Are you following what I'm teaching you? Laziness will destroy you. It will waste your time. Now, number 2, the third locustic attitude is orderlessness. Orderlessness. An old word for disorder. Orderlessness. If your life is not well structured, if you don't have a plan for your life, if you wake up, you don't know what to do. Now, if you go back to your room right now, and the way your room is scattered is a reflection of your life. Okay, I'm going to choose somebody randomly to give me a lift home today. If you have to clean your car before I sit in, it's a reflection of your life. Now, research has shown that children that wake up and face their rooms become successful later in life. Those who cannot fix their rooms, who cannot sweep their rooms, who cannot wash their clothes and iron them. When I was a young man, I didn't have the privilege of living in a room alone for myself. It was me, my mother, my father, and my 6 other siblings. 9 of us in a very small room. But when you enter that room and you see the corner where my clothes are, I didn't have much. But the first thing I do every Monday, because I wash over the weekend, first thing I do every Monday is to iron for the week. I know which clothes I'm wearing on Monday. I know which of them I'm wearing on Tuesday. I know which one I wear with box iron, which we didn't own, was for somebody. We didn't own, was for somebody. So I have to wait when it is free, go and get charcoal, come, go and borrow it, come on our list. We didn't have ironing box, we didn't have board, we didn't have anything. Put clothes on the ground on my knees and iron and hang all of them. And hang all of them as a young person. Look at you at your age. You get home, your trousers is somewhere, your destiny is somewhere. Some even didn't bath this morning. And they are in church. And all these people, they want to succeed. They want breakthrough. They are fasting and praying. If you can't take care of your own personal life and your life is disorganized, you don't know what to do. You wake up in the morning, you take phone trying to visit somebody. Charlie, you day house. Oh, Charlie, I know they have day time. Oh, Charlie, today the poor too much. Then you call another person, where you day? You say, Charlie, I day town. Oh, Charlie, why all of you go leave me like this? Charlie, today the poor. Anytime a day is boring, is a sign that you have no vision, you have no work, you have no progress, you are not serious in life. 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40, let all things be done decently and in order. Let all things be done decently and what? And in order. One of the greatest signs of wisdom is order. When the Queen of Sheba went to see Solomon, and he saw the order of Solomon's kingdom, how even his servants dress, how things are arranged, he said, they told me you are wise, but I've seen more than what they say. The orderliness of your life, how you even dress, how you combine your clothes. You know, some of you ladies, you are not married, not because some spirits are chasing you. When the man sees the way you dress, the way you do your hair before you come to church, unkempt hair, nose, nothing on your face, nothing anywhere, and the man is looking at you and saying, this woman is too disorganized. Even her face is disorganized. Her hair is disorganized. Her face is disorganized. When I was looking to marry, do you know the women I didn't like? The women whose the sole of their feet are dirty. Hey! And you know some women like that, they can walk barefooted the whole day and go and sleep in bed with dirty. Now, do you know that when you are praying for people and you are laying hands, sometimes I can lay hands on people and the oil will pick dust of the earth. I know you were created with dust, but please, you are a human being. You are now a living soul. You are now a living soul. Oh yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. There are guys, there are guys when they walk past you. When we were growing up, there used to be this. When you see the people who carry latrine passing, we used to say, "Full nibontos." Where did that come from? Now, when you see some people passing by you, this is full nibontos. They respond, "Hallelujah." You cannot be disorganized and become successful. When someone will say, I know some guy, when we were in school, he was the most disorganized person, but he's successful. You see, you cannot build your life on isolated cases. You must build your life on best practices. Amen. Now, Proverbs 21 verse 5, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. When you suddenly realize that laziness has eaten all your time away, do you know what you do? Lazy shortcuts. Now you embark on lazy shortcuts because laziness has eaten all your time away. Now you embark on lazy shortcuts. Get up, wake up, and plan your life. At the Executive Under 40 conference, I'm going to teach on why I was a failure at 36 and successful at 40. And I'm going to show the young executives that will gather the 7 things I did that transformed my life in 4 years. At 36, I was a failure. I was living in an uncompleted building. No water, no electricity, no toilet. At 36, I was absolutely a failure. I was struggling to put food on the table for my wife and children at 36. But by 40, I was on radio, I was on TV. I had built a mega house. My first house I built, 8-bedroom house. Built a mega house. I was leading a thriving church, and I had a training organization that eventually had become a university in 4 years. How did I do in 4 years what I failed to do in the first 35 years of my life? This scripture: good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity. This is the result of prayer, but it is not prayer that makes you rich. It is good work and good planning and hard work. Brother Lawrence was living with me in that uncompleted building. He was with me. I always have witnesses when I'm telling you my story. He was with me. And he heard one of the sermons I preached and decided to practice it. Today, I don't want to expose. He's a big man. Have his own house, married, ran his own company. He's married. At the time he was living with me, He was a security man by night and a laborer, construction worker by day. He sat under me, listened to me, implemented the things I taught, like what I'm teaching you now. And his life has changed completely. His life has changed completely. I don't know what you are looking for in life that cannot be found in the Bible. Those who were with me during the week, I'll share the testimony of a young pastor who used to use my name and everything. His church was Pleasant something. So I saw it on Facebook. I got some people to go and look for him for me. Who is the guy copying everything I do? He brought him to me. He told me that he lost me. He listens to me. Blah blah blah. So we asked him to change it. Keep the Pleasant, but change something small. So he changed a few things. Whilst on my way to home for the Work for the Lord conference, he asked that if I could pass through his place at Pong. To pass his place at Pong. So I got there at Pong. The guy has a school, built a church, lives in a very nice house. So I prayed for him and left. He came here this week. He said, I want to tell you something. He said, 24 years ago, I also went to Pong to live in a kiosk. And then I chanced on you, after a number of years struggling in Pong, I chanced on you on radio and on TV. He said, Daddy, I listened to everything you were teaching, started practicing it. He said, today, I own a school, I have a church, I haven't even gone to university, and I am planning to have a Bible school, which is a pathway to owning a university. He said, Daddy, do you know that I preach every sermon? The sermon you will preach this Sunday, the next Sunday I preach it in my church. He said, I am practicing everything you are teaching. So practice these things I'm teaching you today. Are you here with me? Deal with disorderliness in your life. Deal with it. Organize your life well. Every day you must know what you are going to do. A friend of mine taught me this when I was a student in Germany. Joshua was my roommate, and when I'm ready to sleep, Joshua needed a light. One time, I confronted Joshua. Josh, listen, I wake up early to pray, so I want to go to bed early. He says, so what do you do every night? He said, every night, I sit down to write everything I did in a day and compare it to my target for the day if I met it, and then write what I would do the next day before I go to bed. He kept a diary of his activities every day of his life, wrote down what he was going to do every day of his life, and at the end of the day he would sit down to evaluate whether he achieved his aim every day. Look at your life. What did you do yesterday? In bed, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Snapchat. There's very serious people your age are not on TikTok now. You find them on LinkedIn with powerful profile. You will find them on LinkedIn. Even if you find them on Instagram and Facebook, they are there for business. They are not there for pleasure. Those platforms are not to watch things and laugh. They are there for serious business things. I have built University of Gold Coast with the help of my team only on Facebook. Only on Facebook. Only on Facebook. All the conferences I ran, that you see thousands of people gathering, only on Facebook. And there are people here, they are in this church because they saw me on Facebook. But what do you do on Facebook? One of my daughters today, she traveled to Kenya. A young woman with such a potential. While she was in the university, she was selling on Instagram. She would go to Katamanto, buy second-hand clothes, come home, wash them, iron them, and put them on Instagram. This week she a year ago, she won a scholarship and went to South Africa. She's won another scholarship. She's in Kenya now, right now. And you don't see her taking pictures of herself and putting there, am I not beautiful? And she's more beautiful than most of you who put your pictures there, am I not beautiful? You see, this sermon I'm preaching, some of you after church on the platform will put my quotes and will summarize the sermon and put it there. You, after this sermon, you will stand outside there and take a picture and put it on Facebook and put it on Instagram. Not the quotation, not a verse, not a motivational statement, not something that inspired you in this service, but a picture of you and put it there. Who are you? What are you advertising? What are you advertising? Let the man of God preach. Number 3, company. Another thing that will eat your time away like a locust is the company you keep. Proverbs 28 verse 7, Good News Translation. Young people who obey the law are intelligent. It's the statement. Young people who obey the law are intelligent. Those who make friends with good for nothings are a disgrace to their parents. I didn't say this, it's in the Bible. Don't go and say the man of God called us good for nothing. I didn't say somebody is good for nothing, but if we are good for nothing, I'm talking to you. Young people who obey the law are intelligent. Do you know why parents make rules? Companies make rules? Nations make rules? The aim of rules and regulations is to help you cultivate the right set of behaviors. The right set of behaviors. Because success is behaviorally driven. Success is not luck driven. Success is not money driven. Success is behaviorally driven. So rules are made. Imagine this country, Ghana, without laws. Somebody would have built on this road. My father didn't build a house. My father didn't own a car. But look at the man that has come out of his loins.